need to talk about the ending of Stranger Things Season 5.
What happened?
Happy New Year's, YouTube. If you're like me, then you spent last night watching the ending of Stranger Things Season 5, and we need to talk about it. I will say this first, for anybody that has not seen the ending of Stranger Things, please click off this video, save it for later. There are spoilers ahead. Now, my biggest gripe with the ending of Stranger Things has probably just got to be that it has way too many endings. Too many endings. Every character gets an ending. Watching it last night when I thought the show ended, basically, like when we get to the final boss scene, which we all know is coming. There's an hour left after that happens. It really just made me think of that story I heard about when Jack Nicholson went and saw the last Lord of the Rings and how he left the theater before the movie ended. Thankfully, I was at home and did not go to a theater showing to watch that. I would have been kind of annoyed if I had an hour left after that epic scene, which was really cool. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will let Elijah Wood tell you himself.
Lord of the Rings came up in conversation. He said, you know, that movie, it just had so many endings. It just wouldn't end. He said, well, tell me what the end was. And I said, well, you know, at the end, the hobbits are saying goodbye to each other, and Frodo gets on the boat and sails into the Undying Lands. He said, I didn't even see it. I walked out before the end.
Now, other than the fact that there is an hour of endings in the last 2 hours that was supposed to be this epic grand finale, I do think that they tied everything together quite nicely. Like I mentioned, every character does kind of get its own ending, so we do at least get to say goodbye to all these characters that we've grown to love over these last 5 seasons. Now, huge spoilers ahead. I still don't really know how I feel about this. I think I like it, but it could also be a downside for a lot of people. They left the ending quite open, whether Eleven is actually alive or not still. That kind of reminded me of the ending of Inception, which is a great movie. I love Christopher Nolan and pretty much everything he does. Super excited for the Odyssey in 2026. Can't wait to see that. But anyway, they make us think that Eleven is gone. They do show us some scenes later on of her being alive, potentially. However, she does never meet up with the gang again, so Mike never gets to see her again. We all knew somebody was gonna die in the end, inevitably. It did feel like they really strung that along throughout the last, you know, between Thanksgiving and New Year's. They really strung us along of like, who's gonna do it? Who's it gonna be? So pretty much every time they showed somebody on screen saying something weird, I was like, oh, it's gonna be them. It's gonna be them. But in the end, again, huge spoilers, Kali does die. So yeah, it felt wrong, but I was kind of waiting for more people to die pretty much the whole time. And I'm happy that we got a happy ending with all the characters, and as I mentioned, you get a good goodbye. Everyone gets their own goodbye, and everyone gets their own ending. But I do think they could have picked at least maybe 1 or 2 other people just to throw to the wolves, make us feel a little bit of something more sad. The biggest shock of the finale, I think, but when Vecna invaded Hopper's mind and made him shoot Eleven, and then we thought that she was actually bleeding out, oh, I really felt something in that moment, and I was really panicked. Now, I don't really do TV show and movie reviews on this channel, so this may not be formatted really well. These are kind of just my honest thoughts the day after watching. Let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite season out of the 5 seasons now that we've all seen the ending, and what character did you think was gonna die that did not? Finally, my last big note for the ending, the final boss battle was really cool. Visually, it was stunning. I think it was really awesome to have Dustin and Steve with the spears and the shields underneath the Mind Flayer attacking them, and all the other people, you know, on top of the mountain. You got the flamethrower, Lucas with the slingshot, the classic, of course. It really felt like in Dimension X, the campaign was really a D&D campaign, playing D&D in real life in Dimension X, so I thought that was really cool. However, with the final boss battle, again, with having an hour of endings and all of these 5 seasons, all this build-up, it did feel a little rushed. It felt a little lackluster, and like there could have just been more time in the final boss battle. Not that I'm sad with how it ended, I just thought it could have been longer and that we deserved a little bit more. I'm sure those scenes were technically intensive to create with CGI and all that, but I felt like we missed a little bit. Those are my thoughts about the ending of Stranger Things Season 5. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the ending, and if you have any notes on things you liked, disliked, or thought they could have done better. Again, let me know down in those comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'm YGO Time Wizard. Happy New Year.
Time warp, go!